Hey there, beautiful souls. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this intuitive love tarot reading was meant to find you. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here again. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for ongoing spiritual guidance. If you've been searching for answers, clarity, or confirmation, this reading may hold the message you've been waiting for. Ready to see what's unfolding? Let's dive in. Hey there, Scorpio. This is your general intuitive love reading. It's for mid-August. I've already asked for blessings, so let's just dive right in, okay? And let's see what the cards want to reveal. All right, Scorpio, some interesting energy here on the table. Let's see, couple of cups, couple of pentacles. Interesting. All right. I'm going to start right with your current general energies. You have the no games card. That's clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Two queens, right? So a lot of mature energy there. A lot of direct energy there. A lot of serious energy in all three of those cards, right? No games is no games, right? You don't want anything hidden, or nothing is to be hidden, okay? You want the real deal. You're surrendering to the real deal for some of you. Some of you, you're saying, let's take a mature approach here. No games. Let's have something real here. Want real love. Anything that is a blockage or whatever, a wall, you want that to be not a part of this situation. If there were walls, the walls come down, my friends, and this is the real deal, and you are looking to really be serious in this no games, because no games suggests that somebody, one or both of you, have decided no more inconsistency, no more immaturity, no more confusion, no more miscommunication. Nobody is interested in that. No games. Okay? Now, you have two queens, so this could be, represent you, both sides of your character, which we'll get into in a second, or it could be both sides of their character, or it could be, if you're single, one could be you and one could be what you're looking for or what you're aiming toward in terms of what you're targeting for a relationship, and wanting no games in your next relationship. But it could also be one is you and one is the other person. Okay, so this is energies of stability and groundedness, and this one's energy of being very discerning and communication, strong communicator, having a lot of clarity of mind there. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles really brings a lot of stability, a lot of loyalty to a relationship, a lot of grounded energy. Okay, so part of that is, if it's not you and it's not your characters, not their character, this is what you want. You want a grounded relationship with no games. Okay. Somebody wants something real. Somebody wants something dependable. Somebody wants something that's mature. The Queen of Swords adds honesty to that mix. Okay. The Queen of Swords says also, I see everything for what it really is, with that clarity, that emotional and that intellectual clarity, having a lot of discernment and knowing what the boundaries should be or shouldn't be, hence the no games. I also feel that there's a strong desire for truth and straightforward communication. So that's part of the no games. Okay. I mean, this is a very straightforward reading. I don't feel like there's a ton of messages that I have to give here, that, for anybody. This doesn't really matter if you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. No friggin' games, my friends. No games. Let's be grounded. Be truthful. Let's, get everything out in the open. I want a real relationship. A real relationship can result in something very lasting and wonderful and enjoyable. I mean, that's what the cards say here on the table. Okay. I feel like, yeah, you want real love. You want zero walls, and um, you want maturity in a relationship. You want maturity to be a major priority in a relationship. Okay. So, in effect, it's like you're setting for yourself some high standards or higher standards, and there is a refusal to tolerate any emotional confusion, any whatever, any hidden anything. Now we'll get into the challenges, or the resistance position here is avoidance, clarified by the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So again, I feel like this is quite straightforward. The challenge, I don't even feel like it's a real challenge. I just feel it's like sort of the minor hurdle here is, obviously in any relationship, it doesn't matter, what the nature of the relationship is, but particularly in a loved one, it's very hard for us to be vulnerable. Okay. It's hard for us to be vulnerable, especially because we know that that can come to bite us in the backside. Okay. Now, you have the avoidance card. So maybe you're avoiding being vulnerable. For some of you, maybe you're avoiding, saying, this is my one and only. And so let's make it official. Okay, maybe that's you, maybe it's them, maybe it's both of you are afraid of that. Maybe you're avoiding introducing this person to your family. Okay. Maybe you're saying, okay, I want no games. I want to try this relationship out, but let's not get too serious just right now. That's something you could be avoiding. Okay. Um, yeah. So it's very hard for us not to, sometimes it's hard for us not to drop the walls. Remember, I said you want the walls to come down. So if you're vulnerable, then the walls are down, right? The walls are way down, and so maybe you're not willing to drop the wall that much for some of you, and maybe for others of you, it's like you want to be vulnerable, but you're afraid to be vulnerable, or that is going to affect your pride a little bit, because you do have the proud card there as well. But, or, Six of Wands in the resistance for me is a card of saying, don't let your ego get in the way. Okay. Don't be overly concerned about appearances. Okay. That's really important. because you do have a desire for a strong connection. That's the 10 of Pentacles, is about stability. If you want stability, then you have to become a little bit more vulnerable. Maybe you have to make this official. Maybe you have to maybe be a bit more serious about this, because this is about long term. And this is where you might be having the issue, okay? Is that you want stability, you want commitment, you want a long-term partnership. You have this desire for it, but you want the no games, but you're not ready to make it official or move forward, or you're not ready to, even though this could potentially be real love because that's what you want, the walls need to come down first. So, all in all, your resistance really equates to emotional exposure. Okay? So someone wants to come out of it, or someone wants the outcome of commitment and success, but you're still avoiding the vulnerability. And that is really important, and it's ultimately required in order to build a long-lasting something. Now, the outcome says proud. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups. So a lot of fulfillment here, a lot of love here in that proud card. This is a beautiful emotional outcome because proud suggests confidence. Okay? It says proud to have you on that card. It talks about you in all the time, or very impressed with you. Okay. The proud card suggests self-worth. It suggests genuine emotional expression. And I feel that's really developing here by the end of the 4-week period within this connection, or that if you are single, you're like, okay, no games. I'm going to be vulnerable. And then you can meet that. You're prepped and ready to meet that person because you will be proud to be with them and they will be proud to be with you, right? You have to love yourself before someone else can love you. Remember that. Okay. So self-worth, someone's wanting to be genuine. Somebody saying, yeah, real love is worth it. Let's be vulnerable. Let the walls come down. Your Page of Cups is very much a card of emotional openness, which is wonderful. Okay. It's a card of heartfelt messages because pages are about communication. So maybe you're texting each other a lot of these little love notes, or I feel like there's some flirtation maybe going on in your communication, whether that's verbal, written, okay, or other. And definitely vulnerable communication is occurring here. I feel like maybe there's even a little apology if your sticking point was you didn't want it to be official. You're gonna say, hey, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, or they're gonna say, hey, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings by making you think I didn't want to introduce you or make this official. Okay. Both parties have to be ready for that sometimes, and because it really does take things to the next level, right? So maybe there's a bit of an apology there for some of you, but I feel like the focus shifts toward a more practical day-to-day type of romance. Okay. And, the stars are really encouraging you to nurture this partnership through what I want to call acts of service and really meaningful acts toward each other. Okay, meaningful routines and acts, little things sometimes mean all the most to someone. Okay, Ace of Cups is a strong love card in the tarot. Okay, it's one of the strongest love cards in the tarot, at least for me. It really represents emotional renewal and deep love. Okay, a lot of healing, a lot of emotional connection, or authentic emotional connection there. So Scorpio, really nice. I say this is if you are if you're single, you're ready to move forward. If you're in a relationship, this relationship moves toward openness and sincerity. The walls begin coming down. You're allowing the real love in. You're being vulnerable and you're emerging in a much healthier way. All right, my friends, that's it for today. I hope something resonates. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out, and this channel cannot exist without your support. I am truly grateful for your support. It allows me to continue to bring readings to you. I'll see you again soon. Until then, know that I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.